light. Okay, mi gente, it's your boy Dio. I am back at it with another one, guys. In today's video, I'm going to pick it up where I left off almost 2 years ago now, when I started talking about MC life and MC culture. Yeah, I was just looking at my videos earlier today, and I'm like, man, it's been 2 years since I did this. Wow, it's been a while. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to put the link of the video up here. I made 2 videos in what I thought was going to be a series back then, but never really got around to it. And now I want to start it back up again and kind of continue where I left off. So I'm gonna put the links up there. The first one is the MC life for you, right? So a lot of people want to get into the culture, they want to get into a motorcycle club, and they don't really know the ins and outs of how to do that, right? And what it takes to be in a motorcycle club, in a true traditional motorcycle club, you know? So that video explains that. And then the other one is titled Levels Before You Prospect, or Levels Before You Become a Full Patch. Because again, there's people that just don't know, right? They think they can just buy their patches, or, you know, get into a club without putting much effort into it and becoming a full patch right away. That just doesn't happen. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about that very first stage, right? Which is, at least in my club, the Hangaround Phase. So what does it take to be a hangaround? Or what are your hangaround responsibilities? Something along the lines of that. And, you know, if you see that video, which I highly recommend you guys check it out before watching this, because it kind of just builds upon that, you already know that in this phase, if you're already a hangaround, or if you want to become a hangaround, there's some prerequisites you have to do. First of all, you have to ensure that you let the club know, whichever club you're trying to join, you let them know of your intentions. You tell them, hey, Mr. So-and-so, or whoever it is, usually it's the president or the sarge or your sponsor, whoever you know in the club, you let them know, hey, I really like what you guys are about, or hey, I want to learn more about your club, and it'll be an honor for me to, you know, become a hangaround, or eventually become a full patch, or so and so, you know, something along the lines like that. That way the club knows that your intentions are to be a full member eventually. That's when the club starts inviting you out. You know, if they make you, you know, they'll just tell you, hey, just come hang around. Or they'll make you become a friend of the club first, which is you just basically have no title. You'll come around for a little bit, and then once you make your intentions clear and they see that you're really in it, then they officially invite you to become a hangaround, which again has no, you have no affiliation to the club fully yet. Like, you have no patches on, you're just wearing a blank slate cut. There's nothing about the club insignia, nothing. Maybe you're rocking a support shirt, that's about it. But in this phase, as a hangaround, you are in a very important time within the club, right? Because this is your time to show the club what you're made of, right? And what I mean by that is, are you going to be a member that shows up? Are you going to be a member that puts in the time? Are you going to be a member that is respectful and abides by all the bylaws and so on and so forth? This is their interview time, really. Like, they're getting to know you during this period, and vice versa. You are getting to know the club as a whole. You might know an individual or two, you might have friends in the club, but when you see the club as a whole and the way they move and the way they interact in certain circles, that's when you really find out what the club is about. You can't find out from your friend in the club, and because at the end of the day, you got to see it for yourself. You know, you have to be in a way curious to find out more. You know, if the club sees that you're just going through the motions, that you know you're not really reaching out to them, you're not getting to know members, you know, like, then it's gonna be a very long hang around phase for you, because like I said, at the end of the day, you're trying to get to know them and the club is trying to get to know you, because they're not gonna just offer that to nobody. And again, before I even continue, this is just what my club does. You know, my club, we really put, I'm not gonna say push you through the ringer, but if you don't know anybody and you're not really getting the time to know us, or vice versa, then it's gonna be a very long hang around phase. And that's why in the previous video I made, it's, you know, when I speak about the timing of things, because people want to always rush and, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's, the timing is up to you. It's all about how long you're willing, or, you know, not how long you're willing, but the time you're willing to put into this thing. Man, I'm over here talking, not paying attention. Let me freaking lane split. Just sitting here like a duck. Get out of here. Anyways, it has to deal with the amount of time you want to put into it. The more you put into it, the more you get out, so on and so forth. So before you get put on as a prospect or invited to become a prospect, you have to put the time in. And that time that time varies by club, you know, depending on what your club or the club you're interested in does. You know, that's the time you put into it. You know, it might be in the form of rides, it might be in the form of events. You know what, let me get off here. It might be in the form of, you know, I don't know, work in the clubhouse. It just depends. It really all depends. But during that time, you need to get to know them and they need to get to know you, and that's just plain and simple. If you're not doing that, then your hang around phase is, one, is not efficient. Two, they might start looking at you as not really club material, you know, because again, this is their time to see if you're worthy, right? So if you're just like a below average person in those aspects, then club life might not be for you. But again, this is the time to figure out all that stuff. You might be really into it at first, and then as time goes by, it's like, this is not the club for me, or maybe this is not what I want to do overall. You know, it just really depends. It just depends on you, the individual, and this is the time for you to figure that out. If you don't figure this out during the hang around phase, or the club kind of jumps to conclusions a little too early and puts you on because either they need members, or, oh man, this guy's a great guy, let's put him on. They do a vote and put you on as a prospect, then you might feel like, man, I'm already in too deep, I can't quit now. And then you're just gonna be going through the motions just because. And that's the last thing you want to do. You don't really want to do that, because that's not productive. Let's come in here real quick. Woo. Love the echo, man. Sheesh. Let me see if I could set up the bike to take some cool pics. Maybe like right here, right under this. Yeah, buddy. Hey, you hear the quiet? But yeah, guys, so just to continue and wrap up the video, you know, the hang around phase, it's a really important one. Take it seriously. If you are considering joining a club, make sure that during this time, you just learn as much as you can. You're gonna be all ears at all times anyways. You're paying attention. Like I said, you're paying attention to how the club moves, what they do within other clubs, or as they're intermingling with other clubs, how they act on the road. These are all very important things. If these guys don't know how to ride, oh man, good luck, right? Because at least, like I said, in my club, we ride tight. You know, a lot of the times we're riding bar to bar, and you know, that's something that takes time to learn and to get used to your brother riding alongside your brother. But as long as you guys are staggered, it's fine. But man, if I'm over here and the next person is all the way over there, how safe is that, right? So you have to pay attention to all these things, and as a hang around, you'll probably be all the way in the back anyways, so you're going to be able to see all of these things. You know, you're going to see everybody. You're going to see how they ride. You're going to see their mannerisms. You're going to see the bad, the good, everything. And that's the point of it, right? So you're going to put in the time, you're going to learn, and then as time goes on and you let them know, hey, this is what I want, and I'm really looking forward to this, then they'll offer you probably to become a prospect. But again, guys, this is just the first step. If you guys liked or enjoyed this type of content, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to ensure on my end, at least, that I continue this trend and put out content that it's relevant to you guys, because again, these videos did really well for me in the last 2 years, which seems to me that it's something that you guys are interested in, right? But you know, shame on me for not kind of following up on that and, you know, continuing the trend and putting out content. But I will be doing that this time around. So like I said, guys, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the video, hit that like button, share it if you have to, or if you want. And you know, just thanks for the support, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.